Hey, it's Lori Ballen out here in the Las Vegas area. My real estate team serves Las Vegas, Henderson, North Las Vegas, the beautiful Summerlin, and all the way to Boulder City, Nevada. Today I'm going to show you my top page for generating real estate leads from an IDEX feed. So what I mean by that is a page on my website that features a specific type of home, and I get leads from that. All right, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to walk you through a few of my top pages and then single in on that one and tell you why it works so well and what it does for me. And then I'm going to go in and show you how to simply create that page. It's actually very easy to create if you have these tools. Okay, I'll explain those as we go along. All right. What I have here now, I have a WordPress website. So I am a WordPress lover. I've been building WordPress websites for years. And I actually founded a digital marketing company called Ballen Brands that builds real estate agent websites. So if you guys are in need of a website like this, all the info is below. And you can talk to my brothers, Jeff and Paul, over at Ballen Brands. It's now their company. I spend all my time teaching, testing, lead generating, and they're now running and operating and owning the marketing side of things, okay, marketing company. Okay, so this is a WordPress website, okay? Ballen Brands has done some fancy schmancy things with the tools to give us some extra things, but I will show you where you can do this on any WordPress website or even on a website that allows you to use HTML that may not be WordPress. There's lots of websites out there that people are leasing from web developers that will allow for HTML. If you have the ability to use an IDEX feed, you can do this as well. So let's take a look at a few examples here. The first one I have is condos for sale in Las Vegas under 100,000. Okay, there is a science to creating pages on your website that feature homes at or below your median price range. So if your average condo sells for 200,000 in your market, if you can create a page on your website that has condos under 200,000, right? Because that's the median price range is 200. If you can create a page for under and feature all the homes that are under, you're going to get probably, I'm not going to say you're going to get, because it all depends on what else you do with your website. There's lots of factors, but you can get a lot of traffic for those types of pages. So condos for sale in Las Vegas under 100,000 is one of my top pages that are visited. Okay, we're going to skip the blogs and I'm going to go right into the next one. So this is the one that today's video is actually about. We're going to feature this one right here. 3-story homes in Las Vegas. All right. So if we were to go over to Google and type in something like 3-story homes for sale in Las Vegas. Now, of course, Google knows location. So if somebody in Las Vegas types in 3-story homes for sale, Google's going to know they're in Las Vegas most likely without them having to type it in. Therefore, it's probably going to show them 3-story homes in Las Vegas. Okay. So typically, I'll show you how I show up. Right here, these are ads, 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 ads. Then we have Zillow, and we all know Zillow tends to take the top terms. It used to just be for the head terms, and now they're ranking for all those long tail terms as well. So Zillow's right on top of the organic, and then you have me, okay? And I get a lot of traffic without being number one. If you can get on page one, you're going to do pretty well. Now you can try typing in on your device 3-story homes for sale in Las Vegas and see where my page comes up for you in that location. I know I'm not using an incognito window to show you the exact positioning, but I'm most often in the top 3 for terms related to 3-story homes for sale in Vegas. I actually have an SEO tool that tracks it all. Okay. So, you know what? Just for the sake of that, let me show you, and I'll put a link to this one below too. This is called SEMRush, and there's only my my cost of doing business is incredibly low, incredibly low. And I'm very particular about the type of software that I will use and invest in. And I hold my software accountable. If I'm not using it, I'm not keeping it. Well, there are a couple tools that I just can't even imagine doing business without. And one of those is a graphic design software called Canva. And that's where I do all of my Pinterest pins, my YouTube thumbnails, my blog features, my lead magnets. I do so much in there, and it's really cheap. And then this one, which is not cheap, and this one is called SEMRush, and it's $99 a month. And most people don't want to pony up for a $99 a month software, but this is my entire SEO tool. I do my content templates, backlink outreach, track where my keywords rank. I mean, the tools in here are endless. So you can take a free trial. Link is below if you want to check it out. Okay, so let me show you how this works. I go to my website, ballenvegas.com, and if you take the free trial, you can put your URL up here to see how you rank. I'm going to go down here and I'm going to click View Details just so I can kind of show you how I found out that this page was doing so well, or coming up even long before I started getting leads on it. If I scroll down here, it will show me all of the keywords that I rank for in the top 100 positions on Google. So I have 24,462 keywords that rank in the top 100 positions on Google. Now, what we really want, of course, is that top 10, right? Because that's where everything gets really good. So if I sort this by traffic, highest to lowest, I can see which pages are bringing me in the most traffic. And I'm an open book. I don't hide what keywords I'm ranking for. I don't worry about somebody going out and stealing my keywords. They're here. Anybody can look it up. So anyway, if you scroll down, here's this condos for sale in Las Vegas under 100,000. And that one ranks in the number 2 position. Okay, and then we scroll down. Did I miss the 3-bedroom one? Let me just see where that one's at. So I'm gonna do a quick search for 3-bedroom. Okay, look at this. Average 3-story. I'm sorry if it was the 3-story one. I'm doing lots of examples of things that are working, and sometimes I do too many at one time. So let's go to 3-story. Okay, here we go. So here are all the keywords that I'm ranking for on that page. 3-story house for sale, I'm number 5. 3-story house, 3-story homes, 3-story homes for sale, 3-story homes in Las Vegas, okay? So the one bringing me the most traffic is actually this keyword phrase, 3-story house for sale, okay? Just to give you an idea of how this works. But let me show you what this page looks like. It's just unbelievably simple. I'm going to go ahead and open this page for you to take a look at. Okay. So WordPress website, I do have ads running on my site because I'm a publisher and I make money from many different income streams. So I like to add that in. So here we go. 3-story homes for sale. Here's the whole contents of the page. Title. Got a little pricing table for them if they want more options. And then here we go. 3-story homes. These are just basic IDEX listings. And I can totally and completely change the way that this IDEX looks. So I'm going to go to edit this. I'm going to click edit to showcase so that you can just see. Now the reason, if you have WordPress and you don't have showcase, that's a brew thing. The Ballen Brands websites are called brews. Showcase pages we built very specifically to show that hierarchy of pricing tables, because in all of my years building real estate agent websites and testing and measuring using heat maps and scroll maps, the one thing everybody clicks on is the pricing tables right up top. And I wanted a way to automate those pricing tables. So that's what the showcase table does. But what you can, or showcase page does. But what you can see here is it's really just a general WYSIWYG editor. What you see is what you get. Here's the title, and here's this little piece of code that makes those houses show up. You guys, that is it. There are no images on this page. I did not add any text to this page. I did not go out and do backlink outreach for this page. It's absolutely amazing what you can do when you just simply create a page for that type of home and include a great IDEX solution. Okay? It's so easy. Now let me show you how I create this. All right. So first of all, I use a IDEX solution called IDEX Broker. Okay, IDEX Broker. Now, if you are interested in something like this, talk to my brothers at Ballen Brands first. Again, I'll put some info below for you. They can help you get your IDEX set up, because what you will have to do is there is some manual stuff that takes place. It's not completely ready out of the box. You've got to set up a wrapper so that your branding is on there. There are some universal settings that need set up. And then I had them go in and do some little flags and banners and things on my IDEX that you might like too. So I think they charge, I don't want to speak out of turn, but I think it's like $250 to do the integration. So if you already have your WordPress website, they can help you get that set up. And then you just pay monthly for the IDEX solution, depending on if you just need the basic version, the premium version, the team version. And you can talk to Jeff and Paul. They'll help you get an idea of what it is that you need, okay? They are IDEX Broker developers. So here's what this looks like. Let's just say I'm going in here for the first time and I'm creating a brand new widget. This is the widget. So if I click preview, remember, it's that grid of homes. This is the widget, okay? I want to edit this widget. I'm just going to show you how to create a new one. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get rid of this widget completely, okay? Like we're starting from scratch. So brand new WordPress page or a post, whatever you're using. Here's the title. I'm not adding any text or anything else. I'm just going to put in the widget that comes from the IDEX solution. So I go over here, I go to create new. Oh, I need legacy, sorry. I'm going to go to legacy and I'm going to go to create new. Things are always changing with software. And then you can choose what type of widget you want. You can create slideshows, showcases, carousels, map searches, but that little grid of homes that I showed you, that's called a showcase. So let's just go ahead and create the showcase. Now, what properties do you want to feature? Well, I almost always just choose custom search. That allows me to pull in all the MLS fields and create these widgets based on the MLS fields. I can literally create homes for sale with a dog run, homes for sale with a pool, a waterfall, and a fenced yard, homes for sale with an attic, homes for sale with a mother-in-law quarters. Whatever my MLS fields are, I can bring into IDEX Broker and I can build these widget pages out of that. So I'm going to go down to custom search, choose a search page, and then I'm going to go to advanced search. Okay? All right. Now, in my case, these are residentials. These are all my MLS data fields now. I'm doing 3-story homes, so I'm just going to do single family residential. I want them to be in active status, meaning I'm not going to show under contract or pending right now. I'm just going to do active, okay? What city? I'm going to do Las Vegas, because I actually serve Las Vegas, Henderson, North Las Vegas, Boulder City, so I could be building out 3-story homes in Boulder City, 3-story homes in Henderson, 3-story homes in North Las Vegas, which is the way I divide up my website into these areas, okay? So Las Vegas, I'm going to keep my prices alone, and all we're looking for is that 3-story option, okay? So I'm going to scroll down, and mine's right here. Building description, and I'm going to go to 3 stories, and I'm going to include 3 stories or more. No, I'll just go 3 stories, okay? And then I go all the way down to the bottom if there's nothing else I need to do, and I save this as a widget. 3-story homes in Las Vegas. Now I can choose how to sort it. So do I want people to see the newest listings first, the oldest listings, the cheapest listings first, the most expensive? How do I want to sort it? Usually I will go least expensive to most, unless I'm promoting a higher end feature or luxury homes. Then I might go a different way. So I'm either going to go newest listings first, or I'm going to go least expensive to most. Okay, so let's just leave it at newest. And then we can choose how many columns we want to be in that widget. This over here, the one I had before, that was a 2 column. You could see the homes were side by side, but we might just want to make this a 1 column. Okay, now a 1 column is actually what you see on a mobile device. So if you pick up your mobile device and you're scrolling IDEX properties and you're looking through these, you're going to be looking at them in a vertical where they stack on top of each other rather than side by side. So we could do that on our desktop, or you could choose 2 columns, 3 columns. Here's what you need to know. The more columns you use, the smaller those little boxes get. So if you choose 5 columns, your boxes are going to be itty bitty when people are looking at those houses. Okay. Also, if you're using a sidebar, it generally doesn't look so great to go beyond 2 columns. Everything gets really squished in there. If you're doing a wide theme, which my website can do either, it just depends on whether I check a box or not. But if you're doing a wide theme, you can get by with many more columns. Okay, just keep that in mind. So let's just say 1 column, and we'll display a view all results link. And then do you want it to open in a new window when they click on that widget or not? It's up to you. So I'm going to go to build widget. And there's our code. See how it gives you the code? Now we take this code, we go back over to our page. I'm using WordPress Gutenberg. Gutenberg is the newest WordPress editor that gives us these content blocks. So wherever you see this little plus sign and you click it, that gives me the ability to add a content block. Oh my goodness, the world really opens up with Gutenberg. It's a page builder essentially. So I'm going to go ahead and just type in HTML because it's going to give me this little HTML block, and that's where I paste my code. Now we go to preview, and you'll be able to see the difference in a 1 column versus multiple columns. Now I'm going to click update, and I'll show it to you what it looks like with that sidebar. And again, you can get rid of the sidebar with the Ballen Brands Brew websites. It's per page. You can either do the whole website as a wide theme and then just select when you want a sidebar, or you can pick the whole thing as a sidebar. And I'm testing a whole bunch of stuff right now. So anyway, I love this. I actually like the single one. I think it looks really good. And giving them options to hop around at different price ranges allows them to go to another page that has the price range they might be looking for. I can also get this table up here to include 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom, all kinds of different features as well with these showcase pages. But then they click through. Now I'll tell you why this is really cool. Not only am I getting leads every day for people clicking on, they Google 3-bedroom homes, 3-story homes for sale, or homes for sale with the mother-in-law quarters. They land on this page, and here's what happens. They click on one of these listings, let's just say. Okay. Now they can browse through and look at photos. They can look at all the info that they want to look at. You have the option with IDEX Broker to trigger a forced lead registration at multiple points in the journey. You also could suggest to, you can set up a requested registration. So required will force them to register before they can do anything else. Requested will pop up a box and make an offer. Save your favorites, yada, yada, and they can close the box if they don't want to, okay? Or you can choose to not have any registration on unless they take a particular action. Like if they click this little heart right here, a box opens and now they have to register to save that property, okay? Or if they want to email this, or they want the virtual tour or printable flyer or get directions, there's things in there that you can force registration. When I have forced registration on, the leads are nonstop, and it's all coming from Google organic ranking, meaning I'm not paying for ads, not paying for anything. And I know this is going to sound painful to some people, and others will understand. I actually turn off forced registration because my team gets very busy. They're all in the field, especially right now with the real estate market booming. And if I don't have people chasing leads at that moment, it actually just kind of bogs me down with I get anxiety going, we got leads, I got nobody to work on. And anyway, long story. Those of you that have been following me for a while, you kind of know about this. So I just hired another agent on the team. He's going to be getting on the IDEX leads, and we're super excited about that to see how that goes. Anyway, sometimes I just let people surf and I don't have forced registration, but then they wind up clicking the little heart, saving their search, and those sometimes turn into better leads than the forced registration because they seem to be more serious when they're actually asking for information or they're setting up a saved search, okay? They're less likely to be just looky-loos, okay? There was something else that I was going to tell you about this page and forced registration. Oh, so not only are we getting these buyer leads on these properties, but we just took and sold a listing. And when the lady called my team, it was actually my brother, who's an agent on my team, that talked to her, he represented her in the transaction. When she called, she specifically said, I was looking up 3-story homes to find out what my own home was worth. So many agents don't realize that many of these people that look like buyers are actually potential sellers trying to do like a self-CMA. They want to see what other properties like theirs are selling for. And she told him, everything I looked up related to 3-story homes, I found you guys. And we got the listing sold like in a matter of hours with 70 offers, right? Or whatever it was. That's this kind of market. So these work tremendously. So for me, building real estate agent websites, my strategy is blogging and ranking for things that are related to real estate, blogging hyper locally, getting people in that are local, that are looking for things to do, places to eat, things to see, that kind of thing. And then these pages, these IDEX pages, that's really my 3-pronged strategy right there for generating leads through my real estate agent website, which has, again, a very low cost of doing business for me. So I really enjoy that. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Links are below for Ballen Brands and for the tools that I talked about today. And I hope you'll subscribe to this channel. I make lots of videos like this one. Thanks a lot. Lori Ballen in Las Vegas, Nevada.